Hey guys, welcome to Outright Gaming, Tony here, and today we're playing Europa Universalis IV as the Clionian Empire. I'm sorry, I completely mispronounced that last episode, and after watching it, I was so annoyed about it. But, it's Cleo, not Clio, my bad guys. Okay, so we left off with France playing hard to get and not letting us become best of friends, which we can now do. Why? Okay, I'm not complaining, I really am not. You have loans. Oh, that's right, we took a loan out. How is this going? Okay, that castle's almost built. That should protect all that chunk up there. I want to move this castle up here so that it can protect all of these. I can remove that one then, and I'll just have this little land not protected, but taxes of 0.72. Wait, let's see, tax. Economical. Actually, it's pretty high, 0.72, 0.49, 0.50. I could just put an actual castle here. Here's the thing though, putting castles down is expensive. Good lord it is. We could push for this. We could like fight Ulm. We could push Ans back out the way. Be like goodbye, and then take this on and get that nice bonus tax there. Of course, this land is very profitable, the Burgundian area, because it trades in very expensive things, cloth primarily and salt, and this one is a coastal trade center, so it gets a huge bonus as far as trade. There's also England and Scotland, and then the little Irish Isles. Okay, for money we're doing okay though. We're getting that's actually really good. We're doing really good in money. Let's go ahead and take care of the loan right now. No. Cancel. Repay all loans. Pay the interest. Whatever. Okay. France, we have to have a talk, mate. Yes, mate. I said mate. Even though I'm not British or Australian, but I like the word mate, okay? Royal marriage. And they should love us now. And in a month, we can just go ahead and not become allies, because you know what? That makes total sense. Too many diplomatic relations. I know. We're losing 1 point for Diplo every month. I really need to boost this, but we need to push for our technologies. You know what? I think we can spend an extra military point. We'll live. And just crank that. Okay, does that count? If I push it to 10, will I start, like, having problems? With a base production below 10, there is no risk of this gold mine depleting. So, does that mean I keep it at 9? Sure, we'll keep it at 9. That works with me. Production. Oh my god, yes. If that's not OP, then that's literally our entire bonus that we're getting right now. Like, profit-wise, so gold, your best friend, and I had to pick it off of Bohemia because starting in the middle of the HRE with a bad economy would have just massacred us to begin with. So, sorry Bohemia, we love you, even though we're rivals. Yeah, rivals. Okay, who are our rivals, since I'm already... Okay, Teutonic Order, up here. That. Where is it? Bohemia. Right there, and Bavaria. With our allies being Poland, pushing for France, and then we have two smaller guys. There we go. Whoa, two zoomed in. Mainz, and who's the other electorate? Trier. Sweet. Yeah, these are our friends, our allies, and we did that because we needed the HRE votes, which they're iffy about. Mainz, you need to like us more. Way more. Improve relations. Okay. Yeah, if we can get the 3 votes, that pretty much... that will set us at a majority. What is this? Oh, the papal influence. Okay. No mission selected. Make Mainz vote for us. Already doing that. Deja vu. This feels like a deja vu. Oh, okay, that's why. From the last save, guys, I didn't save it after doing all those things. Crap. Okay, just ignore that. That never happened in the other video. Yeah, I need to start remembering to save the game after I end the video, or right as I end the video. Now we just kind of let time pass, except for the fact that we need to recall the guy from the Papal States, and we send him to France so that they can be our BFFs, which they're so close to. They're just being annoying about. Trying to think. Just gonna let the time pass. Am I missing anything? France is allied to... Whoa, where is it? They tell us about the event of the War of the Roses were among the possible options. They went with the support of the House of Lancaster. That means that... Oh, poor England. Wow, I'm sorry, England. Best of luck to you. Oh crap, what now? A nation of Trier, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to the aid of the Trierian conquest of Berg against Cleves. This is the war they have started. Cleves is allied with Frankfurt. If we decline, we lose 25 prestige. Fine. Bring the army up. Boost the army. Give the army a stupid leader. I say we go with our heir, because I'm not about to lose my ruler. And if I remember right, this should still be our two really good rulers with, yeah, like really OP stats. Okay. Let's see. Diplo. Yes, this. So Cleves is up here with depressing amount of troops. I say we crush them here, and then we crush them up here. I can't make it there. There's a capital for protecting you. Okay, I guess we'll just take over Frankfurt. Yeah. Seems like a solid plan. Hey, you can join us, Hess, if you want. You know, you're welcome to. No requirement. Just kidding, you are required. Come join us. Oh, God, our morale is just tanked from that. Yeah, that's the only negative when you have your military low funding. It'll just kind of do as it wishes. Countries at war, units suffered casualties, and disputed succession. Scotland has a disputed succession, really? Not really anyone I'm willing to push, because to get the succession I have to have a royal marriage, and that costs legitimacy and a diplo relation, which we do not have or can't afford. So I guess we just ride out this battle, or war. Cologne declared war upon their new enemy, Cleves. Okay, well, they're gonna have to wait. We're kind of busy at the moment, taking over their stuff. Currently we gain 0.8 for taking war score, because we're just destroying poor Cleves and Frankfurt. We're really close to our next technology level, which is going to be 598, which we should be able to afford in May 1448. Next year? Okay, so soon. And then I probably won't buy it until someone purchases the first level, so we get a little cheaper, just because I can. Save us some monarchy points. Rush the next one faster. I love the sound of money coming in. Like, that's happiness if you ask me. Okay, so the castle's down. Okay, so for those of you that are new to the mechanics of Europa Universalis IV and Paradoxian mentality, very in-depth as far as our engines go, from City Skylines, Crusader Kings, Victoria, and the Europa series. Wait, they actually did work on Mountain Blade too, but... Or I think they own it. Anyway. How do I explain the battles? Okay, battles aren't like Total War or like actual Mountain Blade where you go in and fight. It's more of statistical, less battle-like, but more just numbers. If you, yeah. A siege is pretty much a percentage of surrender chance every dice roll. Your dice roll is affected by your projection of power projection with a base of 30. So, and your siege ability. Right now, since the early game, it's bad. Most of us have a bad siege ability because we're not used to it. Other factors that play into it is the general's leader siege, which if we select the army. His siege ability is 1. So that's 1 bonus point to us when we are fighting them. Hence that. If we have cannons, which is way later with artillery, we can start getting points for that too. For every artillery, we get 1 point up to 5 artillery units. If the province is a sea or lake or any water based, it'll have a blockaded portion, which is -2 or 3, I believe. So that makes it harder to take it over unless you blockade them. The fort level, since it's a capital fort, sort of like ours, where it's just a fort, a basic like fort that comes with a capital. It's a level 1, and that gives us -1 against them. If we take down the walls breached, it's a +1. Now, for the walls breach, it's pretty much all based on the dice roll, which has a certain probability of each number landing, as you can see here. Food shortage, a number 13. If we roll a 13 on the dice, we get food shortage, which adds, where is it? Where is it? I know it shows you that somewhere. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Yes. Food shortage is +2 to siege status, which is all added here. So since we have a +11 and then plus a leader siege, plus having taken the walls down, we have a pretty high probability of them surrendering this tick, or this battle or siege tick. That's how time is counted, by the way, ticks. Mostly they're daily or monthly ticks, but for sieges they run their own time separate from the normal. So it's not every month it'll tick, but every time we reach the 10 days left, that's when it'll do another tick. So let's go ahead and speed that up. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and disease outbreak. So that means that we get +3 bonus because that's a big OP thing. And up here we see how many regiments we need. Their siege defense ability, or fort defense, how many troops they have, and if you're the leader of the siege, you can do the assault. So pretty much all your units will rush the enemy and hope that we can take them out. For that though, it's expensive as far as morality and troop numbers, because these 823, think of it as them holding an entire fort, and we're just kind of waving in and just wave after wave of rushing in. So they'll massacre us and our morale will go down, but so will theirs, and they have less units. So it's a risk thing, but you sort of learn when you can't do it. But since we already have the +49% chance of them surrendering, we don't really have to do that. Up here, they have the +1 for their own leader, and since it's evened out right now, or well, now it isn't because of the siege status, they have pretty much a 14% chance this tick to take over. And we got another siege. And for the battle, as you guys saw, it'll give me a menu sort of showing our line versus the enemy, or defender against attacker, or defender attacker. Okay, well, it's one of those, but it'll show you which one is which, and it'll give you the flag and the what they're doing, attacking or defending, and it'll give you a line of little squares, and each square is pretty much a unit or a regiment. I don't know how to explain it, it's just how it is. And you'll see the dice roll, and each dice roll will fight each other, and that's pretty much how the battle goes. It sounds nerdy, but it's actually, it'll make you cringe sometimes, just seeing like a bad dice roll against theirs, and your units falling. Okay, my Duke, we have won the Siege of Frankfurt. The siege lasted 271 days before the garrison finally succumbed to hunger and disease. Cleo now controlled the province. And since this is not really our war, we're going to go ahead and pass Frankfurt on to our ally of Trier, because it's their war, so have that. And now we march back home. Quietly, happily, nothing happened. We just showed up, destroyed. Okay, so this is the peace menu for, or post-peace. My Duke Trier accepted peace with her former enemy Frankfurt on the following terms. Frankfurt will be forced to give Trier 10% of their income each month to pay for war operations. This will last for 10 years. Frankfurt will pay 86 ducats up front. With no casus belli, Trier gains 2 prestige and suffers 0 aggressive expansion. This peace will give Frankfurt -2 prestige. Trier gains 0.86 inflation because of the money they received. Okay. We cannot push France any longer. So does that mean we can... Yes, we can be friends now. Sorry guys, I got sick overnight. Let's go ahead and... Best friends. We're in a military alliance now. For the alliances and marriages, it's one per country. So here you'll see that it shows, for example, France and Poland have royal marriage and alliance, but it only counts as one diplo relation because it's one country each that we're dealing with. So that's why it's not charging us more points. And since Klev just kind of didn't have an option, they surrendered as well. Did they take anything? No, just 10%. I hate it when you do that. You could have taken land, but no. These people. I'm debating, should we start pushing for our own claims? Ooh, maybe we can take ants back. We did reject our alliance, so they don't like us. I want to take ants back and then push Ulm. But here's the thing, being part of the HRE, here's the menu. All that you see green is part of the HRE. What is brownish is electorates. Blue are free cities, sorry. And the Emperor is the big red blob. The yellow parts are provinces controlled by someone else that's not part of the HRE. Siena here, free city. Where is it? Free city. They do get bonuses to money and trade. And the Emperor gets about 1,000 extra troops per free city and about 500 per member. Yeah, so definitely want to be the ruler of the HRE. But that does mean that you have to deal with a lot of in-game and in-between people wars. So if someone declares war on someone else without a casus belli, they have the option, the defender has the option to call us in if they're part of the HRE. If someone else, for example, Venice here, owning Brescia, since Brescia is part of the HRE, the Emperor has a claim against Venice to free that city, as well as all this that are part of the HRE but not really controlled at the moment. What else? We could fight Denmark, but well, we could. They're fighting right now. How's the war going? Plus 36, so they're winning right now. Well, they have who do they have? No, let's see you. Oh, Sweden and England. So that's why they're winning. Oh, poor England. So they're dealing with this war and then dealing with their own rebels. Okay, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Okay, and since we are now allies with France, we can see what's going on in their territory. Technically, we can't see Lithuania yet. They're not part of the PU yet, but they will be. They always end up part of. Yeah. Ooh, where are we sending our diplomat? At the end of every month, it counts as a tick. Why do you not love us? You need to love us. Love me. Oh, just relations. Fine. We can push that. How old is your ruler? How likely is he to die? I'm a bad person, I know. Aged 32. So pretty much our age, isn't he? Yeah, 32. Dang it. Oh, and I said I would explain this. These are imperial reforms. Each one brings bonuses to both its members and the ruler. Recent shipments of wool have been of unsurpassed quality, earning our nation extra money. Okay, free money. The first imperial reform, Call of Reichsreform, Reichsreform. Yeah, I didn't take German. I took 3 years of French in high school. But for the members, it gives us a minus 5% build cost and development cost, as well as the Emperor. And each one just sort of gives more bonuses to both the Emperor and the members. There's, for example, this one that gives any Emperor or any members. Oh, wrong button. It gives all members -2 national unrest, and the Emperor gets one diplomat and a diplo point, or reputation, sorry. And yeah, so pretty much they all lead to being a more unified and more centered nation, to a point that pretty much it unites all of the Holy Roman Empire under one banner. Whoever the Emperor is will pretty much take that control. And we can buy our... Do I want to use it? No, I think we should wait. We can hold out. We don't really need the temple right now. What went down? Against the Palatinate. Trier, you need to calm the hell down. Okay, they're both our allies. I can't say no. I mean, by all means, take out the Palatinate. We take them out. They're not voting for us. Enemies, off the bat. Don't like them. See, right here. This is the battle menu. And it'll show you back to the dice roll. It's very centered on that. But it also has different values, such as their discipline, as I told you guys back at on the intro. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. It's pretty much all our ideas and how we're going to play the game. Military tactics, and how many units they each have. So usually you'll see the bigger army win because they'll deal more damage, hence losing less morale, whereas the enemy will lose more morale for losing more units, theoretically. What else? And you see how each one is sort of shows you what they're doing. Well, it's in shock mode right now, so their dice roll of 1 versus a 9 minus 1. So you can see how this will play out against them. And then it rolled a 4 and then a 7 plus a 1 because it's fire, and their fire is 2 and their shock is 2. But since their fire is 1 and their shock is 2, the reason you didn't see them have a bonus shock is because their shocks equal out. So whoever has a higher value of fire or shock gets a bonus. Maneuver pretty much helps you move across the map a little faster, as well as, I think it does give you a little bonus. I can't remember to what specifically, but... well, let's go ahead and review it. Battle events back. And then we can see sort of what happened. Total units lost, prestige, army tradition, and war exhaustion. As far as war exhaustion goes, it's down in the stability. The higher your war exhaustion, the more penalties you'll receive, such as national unrest. Manpower recovery speed will go down, building time, recruitment time, all that will pretty much be a little tougher. And every month, by standard, if you're not at war, it'll lose minus 10 points, up to a maximum of 20. And that's pretty much usually how you'll see people go into sort of a civil war or a disaster. The civil war is pretty much have a legitimacy below 50, and average non-overseas autonomy is 20% or higher, as well as the peasants war, which is manpower level less than 25, and our stability is below 0. So if any of those, or if all of these achievements or marks are accomplished, so if we get our legitimacy below 50 and the average non-overseas autonomy is 20% or higher, then we're going to have a civil war, which will make the national risk go up by a lot, and it'll just be chaos and rebels everywhere. Peasants war, similar, but not as effective because it's only a +5 national unrest. It'll still be a problem to deal with, but hope we don't have to deal with that. Our stability, as I already pointed out, it'll give us bonuses mostly to our economy, but some things such as missionaries and the national unrest are definitely affected. We discovered an agent. Who the hell are you, Brunswick? How dareth thee? Oh, we took a land off them, so sorry. Live with it. Move on. See, look at that. 11 just massacring the poor 1,000. Just their morale is just disappearing, and they left and died. Yep. So that's pretty much how the wars are played out. Naval battles are very similar, but we're inland, so we won't have to deal with that very much. And hey, the castle's finished. Can we build anything? Nope, we don't have anything. That's right, we don't have any technology. Because we're waiting for this. I think it's the next year, maybe? Hey France, what's your technologies? 333, 333, Denmark, England, Castile, Poland, or Portugal and Poland's up there. What about Hungary? Yep. So 4 years in, and pretty much many things are the same. Wow, 4 years in. There's no way we're 4 years in. Okay. Yeah, time goes by fast in this game sometimes. Debating, should we go against Bohemia? You're at war. Württemberg and Alsace. Bohemia, Baden, and Silesia. I think Silesia is like right here, the green blob. Yeah. Who should we go against? Bavaria, you're allied with. Brandenburg, Ulm. Oh, Ulm. Haha. We can go against Bavaria. Fight Brandenburg, take them out, and then push down, take Bavaria, have Poland join us, France and all our smaller allies. That sounds like a plan. But to do that, we have to use one of our diplomats to get a casus belli of pretty much saying like, hey, this is ours. This is definitely ours. You should give it to us. They'll say no. We'll fight over it. We'll kick their butt and take it. Yeah, making a lot of money. Loving it. I think we can build more units now. 13 out of 19. And how many cavalry do we have? 3. I'm gonna push for more infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll leave it at 5 because this can only handle 19. One more. So that's 19. Once they're all done. What else? What else? Our trade. How are we doing here? Still 187. Still pushing money through here and through here to our node. What about... Yeah, there's a lot of menus you can see. Opinion map mode, sort of what everyone thinks of us. As you can see, mostly our allies are very friendly with us. Our rivals just dislike us off the bat. France just green. Poland's like, yeah, we like them. We like them. France is like, we love you. Love you. I love you. Region map mode. This will pretty much show you what each, what's it called? What each, I don't know how to explain it. Pretty much mountains, farmland, grassland, or whatever you have. It'll point it out. I completely forgot territory. Yeah, what each territory is like. Our province. Cultures. There's a lot of cultures, but as you can see, pretty much all of the HRE is one culture for the most part. Yeah, France is French. Francen. No, it's Francian. Francian. Yeah. Castilian. So each country has their sort of own thing going. And unrests, we're pretty good. Players, this is pretty much just us because it's a single player at the moment. Winter, well, we're in the middle of April. That's fine. Climate, pretty warm. And colonies, that's not going to see any yet. Trade companies. We don't have any trade companies. Okay. Trade goods. Aha, this is the menu. The reason I want to fight is this. We need to take that. We need the gold. More money, more troops, more fighting, more territory, more power. And this is the only two on this side of the world, or Europe. Castile has its own down here, but that would mean pushing all through that to take that. Same with Morocco. We can't really go for those. We could find our way down here to Kosovo, fight Hungary, take their gold. Haha. Autonomy. The higher the autonomy, as I said before, the less centralized and the less profit troops time to build, and it's not effective. You want to have as low an autonomy as possible, but you also have to balance the fact that a higher autonomy will make them have higher unrest, or higher autonomy will decrease their unrest. So if you lower their autonomy, they'll be pretty relentless and want to fight you back. Right? Okay, that's weird. Let's go ahead and exit out. My Duke, Austria declared war upon their new enemy, Augsburg. Decide conquest. Okay, well, you have fun with that, Austria. Okay, all units over here. Unite under my banner. Are you guys, like, friends yet? Like, please like me. Okay, Mainz is ready to love us. There's just so much to do. I need more diplomats. Bavaria against Ansbach. Yep, now would have been the perfect time to go against Bavaria, but crap. Let's go ahead and unite all of those. So now this is one lone regiment. Trying to think. Okay, our administrative is going way too high. We need to buy this soon. I want to wait so that we don't pay as much. Wait, what was our mission? Oh, to make Mainz vote for us. The rival of our rival. Austria's opinion of Clio is 100. We get prestige and some diplo power. Sure, we can do that. But we don't have a freaking diplomat. Crap. Right now we need diplomats. Hess, why do you want to... Defender against Bavaria. Sure, go ahead. Even though we were fighting you not to... Wait, were we fighting you? No, you were our ally. With, against Where was it? Who did we fight? Clevs. Oh, Trier is really expanded there. They took an extra province. Bavaria's going around like, should we take them? Let me fight Bavaria. I need to fight them. Okay, Maine's really like us. I don't know why or how, but fine with me. Okay, you can return home now. Let's send you to Bavaria. Where is it? Covert actions. Fabricate a claim. Regensburg or Straubing, which is one of these two, I'm guessing. Yep. Let's go to look at the economy map mode again. How much does this make? 0.76. We're going for Regensburg, which is a lot more developed too, which is a bonus. So yeah, we need to take Regensburg. And it'll take about a year, sure. Here's the thing though, you have to be very careful, especially when you're in the HRE, when you take provinces from HRE members. Because there's a thing called, let me get this map, Coalition map mode. If you get an aggressive impact of 100 or more, then this means that people will look down upon you. And if it's 30 or above, that means that they're going to like you a lot less, but at the same time, they're going to want to create a coalition, so like all the little provinces will pretty much band together, even big ones, and be like, hey, you need to release that territory, it's not yours, let it go. And you have to keep an eye out for that. Wow. Oh god, it's already been over 31 minutes. But this is so much fun. Okay, sorry, my phone my mic accidentally muted. I didn't mean to hit that. But it's definitely time to pause this and save. But yeah, this is going to be it for episode 2, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe. Definitely helps out the Clionian Empire. Cleo. See, I got it right this time. I'm so sorry I mispronounced that at the beginning of, or throughout the last episode.